From early age, he was born in extreme wealth and luxury, but it did not set well with him. And he left this life of luxury and traveled all over the world looking for what was the right message. In this series of the Beloved 100, those Sahabi and Sahabiyat who've left for us an incredible treasure of leadership, decision-making, entrepreneurship, and strategic thinking examples from which we can learn from, not only to manage our day-to-day affairs better, but also to be able to make our akhirah easy as well. One of the greatest examples of the Chief Innovation Officer, a person who transformed not only warfare, but also governance in the time of the beloved Prophet Muhammad is Salman Al-Farsi. What an incredible story this Sahabi has. Salman Al-Farsi was born in Persia and was given the name Ruse at birth. And he was the son of a great Persian priest. From early age, he was born in extreme wealth and luxury, but it did not set well with him. And he left this life of luxury and traveled all over the world looking for what was the right message. The North Star. He spent a lot of time meeting with Christian leaders as well, trying to better understand what was the right path. He was someone who took a lot of time in due diligence. Before he would make any decision, he wanted to make sure that that decision was the right one. On this journey is when he learned from his Christian teachers that when the true Prophet of Allah will arrive, that he would have three distinct signs on him. Number one, he would be a person of immense character. He would be a person who would not accept charity, but would accept gifts. And between his shoulder blades would be an actual physical mark of his prophecy. When Salman Al-Farsi met the Prophet ﷺ, he immediately asks for the signs, and the moment the Prophet replies in affirmative, he accepts Islam. Many organizations today suffer from a lack of innovation and change, or rather reactive change. They wait for things to happen to them before they respond. Of course, in the examples we give today, we have organizations like Kodak, Nokia, BlackBerry, Ericsson, many organizations who waited for things to happen, obviously till it was too late. We know that at one point in 1998, Kodak had almost 87% of the world's market share of film, and a few years later they declared bankruptcy. Why? Because as their customer was changing, they did not. Similarly, you have examples from organizations, entities, associations, groups from all over the world. Change or you will be changed. Our Chief Innovation Officer, Sayyidina Salman Al-Farsi, understood that. So when the largest army ever assembled at the time attacks Medina Munawwara and attacks the Muslims in 626 at Khandaq, and as these armies are advancing towards Medina, there was a big discussion amongst the Muslims of how to repel this attack. It was Salman Al-Farsi who came up with that famous example of the trench, of building a trench around the city of Medina where the kuffar would not be able to access. It comes in narrations that once the Muslims had done that with great hardship, they had created such a psychological barrier as well for the kuffar that after the Battle of Trench, they never came back in the strength that they had before. In fact, the Quraysh had never seen the use of land as a tool of battle as well. Of course, Salman Al-Farsi continued then to lead Muslims for years on after. Sayyidina Omar al-Khattab makes him the governor of Medain, the richest city of Medain. At one point, Salman Al-Farsi, as the leader of the city, has access to enormous wealth. But he leaves his palace and sits under a tree weaving baskets and lives off only the small stipend or salary that the state was giving to him. These Sahabi, these Sahabiyat show us incredible examples of how to live this life, the small amount of time we have on this planet, how to live it with utmost regard, compassion, focus, and allowing themselves not to be distracted with day-to-day affairs or being driven by short-term gratification, but having a great moral compass, this focus on the afterlife, which helps them not only achieve greatness in this life because they conduct themselves with great confidence, great innovation, rapid transformation to change, agility and adaptability, but also sets them up beautifully for akhirah. May Allah allow us to learn from the example of the beloved 100.